What is up, guys? Swaggy K here. And I've just looked at the calendar, right? And I heard, it's fall now, right? So this is that time of the year, man, where it's like there's so much like essentials, because this is what we're talking about in this video. Essentials. Things that, we're going to be wearing, you know what I'm saying, during the fall season. So I know a lot of reasons why people like fall. Obviously, there's, the Halloween, dressing up in costumes. So there's the pumpkin spice lattes, the leaves falling off the trees. Yeah, so like basically what the leaves will do in the fall is they will change colors and then just fall off the trees. That's basically like what foliage is. But to commemorate those times, I got my list together of essentials that I will be wearing during the fall season. Now, these things can be like interchangeable depending on like what is happening outside. Like obviously if it's raining, I'm gonna be wearing something different than I would be if it was like sunny out, or if it was like cold out, or if it was like hot out, one day. Those things kind of change. But another thing to note about this series is that like these ain't gonna be like essentials like you have to have them. These are essentials to me. These are my essentials. These are things that I go back to a lot. Things that I wear a lot. That's all it is. Don't feel intimidated like you have to get these things. Of course, if you want them, you know what I'm saying? I'll definitely link them down below if I can find them. But if I can't, it is what it is, right? Let's kick off the list with a classic. And I say it's a classic because, it's that in that like olive green color, and of course I'm talking about a bomber jacket. Now, I don't know why I don't have this on a hanger right now, but I guess that doesn't matter. I guess what matters is that how badass this coat is. Oh my gosh. Like, you are the man when you put this thing on, you know what I'm saying? Even though this thing is from like H&M or whatever, I'm not gonna get into H&M and like, all those fast fashion brands, like the quality or whatever, but it's still a bomber jacket. I mean, this ain't like the greatest bomber jacket of all time, but I think it's a good like starting point, which I think for a lot of people, when they're getting into fashion or whatever, they don't want to sink right in and get all the designer shit, you know what I'm saying? They want to start out with something like this, and for me, I can't complain about that, you know what I'm saying? That's how I did it too, You bought the stuff at H&M in the mall, or like, on their store online, you know what I'm saying? That's how you started. And I think just for like a starter bomber jacket, absolutely money with this pick. Speaking of H&M, I think this is, I am correct, this is the other H&M pick. This is something that would be a no-brainer, It's like pumpkin spices in this. It's a deadly combination. Oh, it's of course, I'm talking about the flannel. Now, this is a pretty simple one. I think if I were to see like flannel in the dictionary, it'd be a picture of like this flannel pattern right here. Like, this is the most simple flannel pattern, or the most like the most common one that I think you see is like definitely this pattern. You know what I'm saying? With the gray, the black and the white, very like basic simple colors. And of course I have a ton of flannels. This isn't the only one, but I think just like as like a basis, or like as like a good like starting point, because like in the fall, like I like to like mix up my outfits, right? Like I like to like wear all these like weird colors and all this like funny stuff. I think I usually would start out with something like this because it's just so simple compared to everything else that I wear. And yeah, I am correct. Yes, it is from H&M as well. So we got two H&Ms in a row. I mean, coming from a dude who likes fashion, talking about H&M, that may be kind of wild, but what's even more wild is coming next. And what's coming next is this Sherpa fleece. Now, the thing that's wild about this fleece zip up is it's literally from Walmart. It's like, you guys have no excuse not to get iced out in something like this. Now, it may be hard to tell, but this is in purple, right? So, this is a very interesting way that they do this here. I think Walmart are like, the people like, the brands that like, Walmart like, like kind of like, you know, like hires out wherever, you know, the ones like the Great Value and like, you know, the No Boundaries, which this is what it's from. It doesn't actually, it's not actually from Walmart, but it's like a brand that like Walmart owns. It's weird, I don't know how to explain it, but like it's like a parent company or whatever. I mean, yes, let me think of an example, right? So the brand Great Value is owned by Walmart, but it isn't Walmart directly. It's like, it's owned by Walmart, but it just has like a different name on it. Like, it's basically like, you know, if you went to, I don't know how to explain it, but like, you guys get the point, right? It's basically it's like owned by Walmart, but it's like not actually Walmart. Like, this isn't, like, this is No Boundaries on here. It doesn't say Walmart on here, right? Even though No Boundaries is only sold in Walmart. So, like, I think I might have wasted a lot of people's time by trying to explain, like, how No Boundaries works. But, you know, that is how it works. And this is really interesting what they do on this, you know, fleece zip up here. So it's like, you got like these, you know, for the most part, the code is purple. But then you got these like hits of like, you know, this like darker purple, or like, you know, it tries to like make a pattern, which I gotta say, man, you know, that's very clever. I mean, obviously, once again, I have more of these coats. I have all types of different like stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? This isn't the only one, but as a basis, I think like it's the boldest out of all of them. I don't know about that. Like, there's like a zebra pattern one that I'm looking at over there. That one might be the most bold, but I think just that is like, you know, a dude wearing purple. Then you don't see that too often. You know what I'm saying? But it is very underrated. All right, something that's very, you know, simple, basic. It's you know, a long sleeve shirt. Now, of course, you're gonna need a long sleeve shirt, right? Because like, I'm gonna take this off here. I would also say that this jean shirt is essential too. But like right now, I'm wearing like a, you know, a short sleeve shirt. But like, you know, it's gonna start getting colder, man. I already know. I've lived in my area for a long time, so I know how it works. Like, I've never been wearing like, you know, these like short sleeve shirts in like the middle of winter, you know what I'm saying? So when those times come, you know, you need like that base layer that's, you know, that, you know, keeps you warm or whatever. I will usually reach for something like this. Now, I pull this, you know, white, you know, long sleeve shirt out from Hollister, and you know it's an essential when it comes from their must-have collection. I mean, and I gotta say, like, I mean, I've had this for like 2-3 years or whatever, you know. It may look a little bit beat up if you saw it in person, but nothing that, you know, a steamer couldn't like take out. And it's also like very essential because it's in a light color, right? So a lot of times, like in the winter, I'll be wearing some that's darker, right? Because, you know, obviously it's darker out, you know, there's like snow, and, you know, it gets dark like really early, you know, or, you know, the sun sets very early. So like my thought was, if I pull out something like this that's white, and it's after Labor Day, which, you know, that might be a double no-no. Wearing something bright and then it's white at the same time in the winter, oh, that's a double no-no. But I don't really care about that stuff. It doesn't matter too much, really. But like, if I can like pull out something like this on a, like, you know, winter outfit, man, it's gonna make that outfit all the more fire. And something that's also fire that I do not see a lot of people wearing, it's these quarter zip long sleeves, right? So honestly, dude, I gotta be honest, dude, if you have a quarter zip in your like shirt or whatever, you're like on another level of fashion. It's like there's this, and then there's like that, like like dog, you on another level. And I think the main reason why I bought this was because it looks a lot like those, you know, sailor, you know, shirts that, like, you know, they wear in like the sea when they're out there. That was probably why I bought it. I mean, it kind of looks like that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just reaching with that one. Being honest, I don't really like the material that this one's made out of, and it is from another Walmart brand. Yeah, you guys may start to, you know, catch a pattern here that, like, I like to try out stuff in Walmart, like, because I think the thing is, honestly, too, it's like, when you're getting into fashion, right, you don't want to, like, just, like, jump right in and start getting all this expensive stuff, and you don't even like it. And the thing is, I like this, and it wasn't even that expensive. So it was just such a win. So, you know, in the future, right, I can get like a quarter zip that's like way better than this. But like, I think just like as a starter, as a base, most of these I'm talking about here from Walmart and all these like stuff. So it's very like, you know, great, you know, little introduction. Oh, I'm getting a little cold here. Gonna have to put on this jean jacket. Oh no, I'll say it's a. Oh no, I'll include as the next pick, right? Because you know I gotta show you guys, right? So this one's from Wrangler. Now Wrangler is known for their like jeans and like that stuff, kind of like Levi's and all that stuff. So that would probably explain like why they can get like such a dynamite, you know, jean, you know, material on here. I mean, this is like. There's so many things that you can wear this with. It's absolutely wild. This is like jean shirt, man. And I think some of you guys might have gotten confused because like you're like, well, is it a jacket? I think I should do a video someday on like what the difference is between a jean shirt and a jean jacket. But this is a jean shirt, and I'm sure I'll find it like on their website or whatever. But the funny thing was too with this was that I found this at Walmart. This was in Walmart. I found this fire shirt in Walmart. Like, it's like guys, man, you know, when you're going there to get your groceries or like whatever else you need in Walmart, don't, you know, go past that clothing section because there's some gems in there, man. You gotta trust the process. All right, next thing. This thing might be a little bold, and I always say bold because I'm talking about the cable knit sweater now. As someone, you know, who likes, you know, crew neck sweaters and like, you know, all that type of stuff, turtleneck sweaters. I mean, I don't think I have any like turtleneck stuff, but it's definitely like, you know, it's on that, you on next level, man, if you want that turtleneck stuff. This is another thing, like, I got this, and it wasn't from Walmart, surprisingly. It was from Hollister again, you know. Funny how, you know, how a brand in California makes a lot of good like winter and like fall wear type stuff. Funny how that works. So they made something like this, and I think the one complaint that a lot of people will have with like, you know, like the sweaters and stuff like this is that, you know, it's itchy. And I do get it, you know, it's like this material, it's like very like woolly, you know, sheep fabric and all that stuff a little bit, you know. I could definitely, what is it made out of? What does it say? It only says it's made in China. That's all it says. Maybe it says like what the material is like on this tag right here. Oh yeah, it probably does. No, it has a Chinese tag on it. Oh boy. But yeah, I would say if you have that problem where it's like itchy or whatever, definitely, you know, put on like a base layer or like, you know, or like put this on like over something, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's something that's a little bit out there, you know, that like knit, you know, pattern is some that's not gonna be for everyone, but if it's for you, man, you know, which I think it's for me, it's something that I'm gonna be looking towards a lot this fall to wear, you know, so I'm gonna definitely be eyeing that one. And something that I'm gonna be eyeing over here is these Vans. Now, I might not have ever shown these bad boys to you, and the bad boys because they're in navy. Yeah, navy Vans. I mean, it's all monochrome, right? So it's all the same color, you know what I'm saying? So there isn't like, you know, well, it may be ironic that I say it's, you know, all monochrome because look at the bottom here. I mean, it's literally a rainbow. I might have just finessed you guys. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I probably did. But it doesn't matter. All that matters is that these Vans, man, in the fall, definitely essential. And you could also add like your, you know, your Nike Blazer in here, or you know, your Converse Chuck Taylor, the high top ones too. I say the high top ones because these are like high top, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on boys, we know the old schools, you know, they're like the low top sneaker that like Vans has, and this Skate High is known for being the high top one that they have. Oh, I gotta put the waist in here. It fell out already. Hard to believe. It fell out. Yeah, I got them. Yeah, it's funny because I got them in like this loose lace style on here. makes them easier to like, you know, like put them on and off. But you know, if I'm like going out there riding on my skateboard and retrieve something, I'll definitely like, you know, cut, you know, the loose lace out and just, you know, tie them suckers up all the way, you know what I'm saying? Which, you know, makes these shoes like really good for, you know, it's like, because you're gonna be out there riding on your like your bike and, you know, your BMX and your skateboard and all that stuff. Like, I think what I found is that like Vans are, they're really good for that purpose, you know what I'm saying? So like, this is something that'd be, so like, yeah, this would be something that'd be like very good for like that type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Which is something that, you know, I do from time to time, you know what I'm saying? Out there riding on my BMX or like, you know, going skateboarding, you know, something like that. This shoe is definitely perfect for that, you know what I'm saying? And that would make it another fall essential. Alright, I know we haven't talked a lot about like pants and stuff either, but one pant that definitely comes to mind as some like pant that like, as like a pair of pants that like I'm going back to a lot, and it's gonna be these, you guessed it, Walmart brand. No, is it no? Oh no, it's Free Assembly. They're these Free Assembly, like, you know, drawstring, you know, there's a draw cord there, you know, it's like, you know, it doesn't use a belt, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that. It's these drawstring chinos from Free Assembly. The thing that makes these like absolutely essential is that they're in this like olive green color, and as you know, a lot of like famous people like Travis Scott, you know, they'll wear this like, you know, color of like chino, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't even have to be like this like color. It's like it doesn't even have to be like a chino itself. It's like just the color olive green itself is like just so essential when you know you're in the fall or whatever. Generally earth tones are, you know, like your browns, your creams, your greens, all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I think it was a no-brainer to have this pair of chinos on the list. And there's of course other chino colors, you know, there's like blue ones, navy, red even. Red's one that I'm like, yo, it's like, come on, dude, you gotta get that eventually. Which I think I will, you know what I'm saying? There's of course the tans and the browns. That stuff's essential. But olive colored chinos, gotta include in that conversation, man, if you're talking about like essential chino colors, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely in that conversation. And the thing that's so good about like these olive chinos is that they go with like literally everything. I don't think there's one thing in my closet that I could not wear these with. They go with literally everything I have. Even like something like, if it's like a green sneaker or whatever, I might be able to pull it off. And it's funny because it's in a green color, you know what I'm saying? But that's just how essential the color olive green is on a pair of pants. It's just, it is so essential. And it's something that I'm definitely going to be going back to a lot. Alright, last but not least, is one item that a lot of people may not think would be like, oh yeah, well that's just an accessory. That's just, you know, something you throw on over something. And you are right about that one. It is something that you throw on over something. And I'm talking about a vest. Now I know what you guys are saying, yo Swaggy, where are all the hoodies and all of the like coach jackets, where all of them stuff at? Those things will get their own separate video. It's like I got so many of them things that like they deserve their own video, you know what I'm saying? But vest doesn't get talked about as much, and it's something that I've been finding myself wearing, especially this one. So this one we got over here, it's from Beverly Hills Polo Club. Now I think it's like it's so confusing with the polos or whatever. It's like there's polo shirts, and there's like polo like Ralph Lauren, then there's like the Beverly Hills Club one, and there's like all these other. It's like, which one is the actual polo club is what I'm wondering. And in case you're wondering about like sizing and stuff, this one's an extra large, and if I had it my way, and I didn't have it my way because this was literally just given to me, so you know it's definitely not going your way when it's like a hand-me-down thing, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah, this one's in an extra large, but this doesn't mean that it's not unwearable though, because it's in like a big size, you know, extra large. You guys just heard, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of gotta wear this thing a little bit differently than any of the other things that I have. And obviously, with any of these vests, it's like that as well. You know, it ain't like you're putting on a like shirt or like a coat like that. This ain't gonna cover everything on your body. It's only gonna cover like the center part of it, you know what I'm saying? Like here, not like the arms and stuff. But like, I kind of gotta get a little unique when I wear this. So usually what I will do is, I will wear this over something that's like really big. Cause you know, like this is kind of big already. So I'm like looking at those like fleece zip ups I have over there. And there's some like Coach jackets over there too. And just regular jackets in general. I'm looking at them over there. See you all. Y'all gonna get this put over you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's gotta go over something that's an extra large, because like I said, better it's in an extra large, so you know it's gotta go over something that's like, you know, kind of big on me, and you know those things kind of are over there. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's gonna do it for this grandiose edition of talking about my fall essentials for the year 2023. If you guys absolutely loved it, let me know how you feel about these essentials in the comment section down below. And I should be back with some more videos, of course, you know, because it's the fall season, so there's definitely a lot more, like, clothing pieces and, you know, conversations to be had in, you know, the coming weeks as we continue this fall season that we're in right now. And anyways, I'll catch you guys after these messages.